3, 2, 1. We're here. I don't think we need to do one, do we? We're sans Myles today. I think
guys. Out of office.
Out of office.
Had a, I don't know, meeting or something. He's like, hey, just ripped the pod without me. Said, okay. Said, you want solo pod? And he said, nope.
No, sir. It might be the first regular YBR ever without Myles. We've done it on Patreon several times.
Jarrett?
I'll roll the tape.
Yeah.
Because it's been Zoom in or it's been, we bank it up or whatever. But yeah, this might be number one. We've done Patreon many times without him.
So welcome to You Betcha Radio, presented by Ice Mountain Sans Myles.
Yeah.
Pretty sweet, do we, guys. But this is history. YBR history.
Yeah, I'm actually just kind of throwing for a loop right now because he always intros it and then he always goes, Ryan, how you feeling? Okay, I'll take that question.
Okay, Ryan. Ryan, how you feeling?
Fuck, I don't know. It's been raining a lot lately. Usually I have something on my mind that I just am ready to talk about.
We never talk about the weather.
Myles is gone and we're 30 seconds in and we're already talking weather. It has been gloomy.
Yeah,
you're right.
And I don't really have anything on my mind to throw out there. However, I have noticed this actually happened today, which is what makes me think of it. My wife keeps telling me like, hey, or asking me, hey, can you do this or can you do that? And I don't know where my brain goes when I hear the words, can you blank? But it just doesn't register the task that is being asked to be done.
So she says, can you? And then all of a sudden you have elevator music in your head.
Something like that. So I was supposed to bring something to somebody else this morning. Totally forgot. And then I get a text later. Hey, did you bring this to so-and-so? No,
sure didn't.
No, I'll leave early from work so that I can get that done.
I think you're just describing marriage.
Yeah,
probably. Probably. But there's something going on with my neurons. Some of them aren't firing. Some of them are. The wrong ones are firing when I need the right ones to fire. Mm-hmm. So
we started this new thing. I do the same shit as you. We started this new thing. We have a family calendar, which is not new for anyone. But even though we have a family calendar, I wasn't checking that shit. And so I was missing stuff all the time. And now Becca reminds me to check the calendar like every 2 days.
So she sends me an email invite on my work email. So it shows up on my work calendar. And that's really helped a lot. Now, I'm not saying that on she sends me an email on a Friday regarding, hey, daycare's closed next Friday. And then the next Thursday rolls around. She's like, hey, have you found anyone to babysit yet? And I go, I got a couple feelers out. Yeah, just waiting on a couple messages back.
My mom had something going on, so she's letting me know if she can still.
Yeah, and this person's on the back burner in case that can't happen. Luckily, my grandparents are there. I think they've only had to deny babysitting one time out of 30.
That is nice.
And I can, Thursday night be like, hey, Grams, you mind popping over tomorrow and watching the little guy? Right, yeah. Yeah, I'm in a huge pickle. She's like, oh, yep. See you at 8 tomorrow morning. So it all works out in the end. But the reason I brought that up is because that happened today. And now I got to leave about 30 minutes earlier.
Hey, buddy system. Every morning when I get to work, I'll be like, hey, your wife tell you to do anything today? And then it'll jog your memory.
Well, that wouldn't matter though, because she asked me to do it before work.
But if I do it the day before, you'll remember.
That's true. That is true. But then she asked me to do it this morning before work.
Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to schedule a recurring text to you every morning at 7 a.m. From me, it'll be like, Ryan, did your wife tell you to do anything?
But eventually those are so easy to ignore.
For sure.
Yeah, but
it's just like when the calendar invite pops down from the top of my phone, it's like you have an event in blah blah blah. I was like, because I have a lot of reoccurring that I mentally already think I know. I swipe up on it and I just won't check it.
Gone.
Hey, pay your credit card today. Okay.
Why don't you just have that shit on automatic?
I do. I don't trust automatic payments, so. I've only missed one credit card payment my entire life, and I am not about to make that 2. So I don't trust.
So then make it automatic so it happens.
It is. I do have an automatic payment set up, so I pay it like through the app, and then the automatic payment goes through for nothing because I've already paid it. So
gotcha.
There's been a couple times it's been weird. I don't know. There's a couple times where I'll go like a couple days later, I'll go into it and it says I have like a credit of say like $200. So like I overpaid by $200.
The balance. Yeah.
So I'm like, well, fuck, I got $200 to spend on whatever I want.
Yeah.
So
I have to leverage on them.
Yeah. Yeah. They owe me. Yeah.
You call a debt collector on the credit card company.
Yep. So yeah, I'll start charging them 18.5% interest. It's great side hustle. Haven't got into it, but
yeah. Back to the calendar in the house. Ours calendar is constantly like 2 months behind. We always forget to like.
Do you have a physical calendar up? Yeah.
Oh, no one's changing that over.
No, it works awesome for the first month, and then after that, it is just a decoration on your wall.
For sure.
We did that, and for some reason, I love my wife. Sometimes she does things that just really make you scratch your head. We got a family calendar, like the whiteboard thing, where you write in the events, and she put it in a hallway that we're never in. So it's just like in a random hallway up on the wall. She didn't like it in the kitchen or anywhere else that we all spend time together at
to look at.
So
put it on the fridge.
It's quite literally has the first month that we ever did events written on it, and that's it. And we've had it for 6 months.
You got to get one of them big. You know how the teachers, they used to have the big notepad calendars like in front of their computer
on their desk.
Yeah, you gotta get one of those for the kitchen table.
I had one of those
so
at the
you
news.
could never miss it.
When I was at the news, it was the most satisfying thing ever to rip one of those things off every month.
It's great.
It was just do it real loud, make a scene, so everyone's like, "Oh, Tyler's getting shit done."
Or if you have a glass tabletop, just get an erasable marker and draw your own calendar out. I mean, the calendar can be the entire tabletop.
Yeah.
So,
foot update for everybody.
Oh God.
Bone is healed.
No, it's not.
It is. The bone is healed. Actually, turns out it was broken in 2 places.
Oh,
they found that. Both breaks healed.
Malpractice.
But gonna need surgery on it eventually. Ligament damage.
Oof.
But since my bones are healed, they're gonna have to re-break them. So there's no rush. I just go in whenever I want. So I'll go in like 3 years.
Yeah.
Once the dust settles with this new baby.
Punt on this.
Yeah. Ligament damage. Liggy azalea.
How do they re-break them?
I don't know. I was afraid to ask. What if they just make me go run 5-yard outs like I broke it the first time until it re-breaks?
Yeah. Or what if they're like, hey, if you want a friend to break your leg for you, you could.
It's cheaper.
Yeah. They can break it however they want.
Ryan puts my foot in a hydraulic press and just disintegrates my bones. There you go. Broken.
Just throw a quick fucking 12-6 elbow with his shin on the table. See, I was never a karate guy when I was younger, but seeing these younger kids, like friends' kids breaking boards in karate class, it looks kind of. I still don't know how they do it.
So you're just gonna put my leg up on 2 cinder blocks and just hi-ya it, or what?
No, I would be laying flat on the table so it doesn't go like it doesn't. You don't want
to compound it.
No. We just want to get the job done.
We don't need a full tib fib. We just need the fib.
Yeah, just the fib. Just isolate the fib for me.
I like that you have the doctor throwing routes to you just until it breaks.
We're like 100 routes in. He's like, who broke your leg? Where's the guy? Get him in here.
Yeah.
We get Trevor in. I'll fucking break his ankles again, and then he'll dive on my foot.
Let's just recreate it.
Be good content.
It would be.
That's for sure.
I ran 1,000 routes until my leg broke.
Here's what happened.
Yeah, or you could go David Goggins too. You could just start running hundreds of miles. You could just start running until your leg breaks.
I did try jogging the other day.
Ballsy.
No bueno.
Yeah, I could about imagine.
That fucking hurt a lot.
Yeah.
I can about imagine.
Yeah, it wasn't smart.
Math adds up.
I can about imagine how not smart it was.
Yeah, I only went like 30 yards too. Just wanted to give it a shot, I'm tired of being the bum dad when it's gorgeous outside. My kids are running around. They want me to play. And I got to be like, I can't, buddy. Your dad's old and fat now. I can't do this type of shit. I'll break a leg.
Got to start exercising. We got to get back.
I can't. I tried.
No, get you back in that. Even before that, we got to get you back in that mindset.
I am on some calcium sups.
So just milk?
Yeah. I do drink a lot of milk already.
Yeah. The tip milk will be flowing in soon too.
Yeah. Maybe get it on the fucking, maybe.
You might not even need surgery after that.
That's a great point, actually. What's the vitamin for ligaments?
I don't know.
Collagen? Would it be collagen?
That sounds
Collagen
right.
is hair, skin, and nails, I think, ain't it?
And ligaments.
Yeah.
That seems to fit the bill there. Hair, skin, and nails, and ligaments
And ligaments, yeah.
connect to your fibula.
That's the weirdest thing.
Ryan, if our cruise ship was sinking in an ocean of ice mountain, I would just let myself drown.
When you say drown, you mean drown because you consume too much water?
Yeah.
Because you can drown. I think you could drown from drinking too much water.
Yeah, I think we talked about this. It's like overhydration or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, too much hydrogen, not enough oxygen.
Oh,
Too
yeah.
many twos of hydration.
Too many twos. H60.
Much of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
No, but I would my way to escape is I would just jump in the water and start drinking until the ocean was dry because I love Ice Mountain.
Jesus.
Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like the more ice mountain you have in your system too, the more you're gonna be able to float.
Yeah, you're one with water at that point.
Correct. Yeah. And you're at that point, if you are properly hydrated, your body's probably is probably closer to 96% water.
Mm-hmm.
So again, sharks are going to stay away. They just think there's
just some more water.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know, pull a salt shaker out of the kitchen real quick, continental breakfast, dump that on your head, and it's just salt water.
Done. That's another thing I want at my continental breakfast. You build your own. I want an entire keg of Ice Mountain. I want a water cooler situation, like an office water cooler of Ice Mountain at my continental breakfast.
Yeah, it would be great if we could even just get bottles of Ice Mountain at continental breakfast. Do they even have water at continental breakfast?
Now that I think of it, I think I've only ever had juice.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever gotten water. Because
what a weird thing. There has to be water there.
Well, I think like most of the water that they have there is just like, hey, run to the public bathroom down the hallway and just like scoop a glass.
Take your foam coffee cup.
Yeah.
So
water.
Yeah, the continental breakfast game, ideal continental breakfast.
That really fancy one I was telling you about.
Yeah.
With the different cooks of bacon.
Yeah.
For sure had Ice Mountain.
It would be the best.
They had an Ice Mountain in a bottle and a waiter would come up to you like you're buying wine at a fancy restaurant and you dump it into a chilled water glass for you.
Jesus.
Towel over the arm and everything.
You just say more.
Gourmet water. Tell me when.
Who was that again?
A fucking word.
Michael Cohen. More.
How many Ice Mountains have you drank a day? 500?
More.
600?
More.
Yeah, they should also start making their coffee with Ice Mountain water because that would bring it to
so much
another
better.
level.
But yeah.
Plenty of options.
IceMountainwater.com. Jared, do you have questions for us today or what? Me and Ryan didn't plan shit.
Yes. Napoleon Bone parts. What's your ideal continental breakfast setup when staying at a hotel? Continental breakfast.
Okay.
There's two sides to this.
Pick as many sides as you want.
Yeah, there
True.
there could be, yeah. There's two sides to a continental breakfast. You either have the chewy granola bars that front desk attendant probably brought from home and just got reimbursed from the owner.
And that weird dial thing of Fruit Loops that are all stale.
Yep. And the Fruit Loops, same thing. Everything is
and
probably
Raisin
just
Bran.
shit from the cupboard that the hotel manager just hadn't eaten in a while. So he's just going to throw that onto the counter. Maybe like half a loaf of bread. The chewy granola bar is a big one. And then, yeah, the stale cereal. And then, the milk too. It's like, oh, well, my wife bought a full gallon of milk. I still have a third left. That's 2 weeks overdue. Let's just throw that. We'll throw that in the hotel fridge, Or there is like multiple station buffet continental breakfast. Some of them have fountain pop. They all have the fountain breakfast beverages, cranberry juice, apple juice, orange juice.
Yeah. So
how do you fucking beat that?
To your point, Ryan, I don't even consider the first one continental breakfast. That's just complimentary snacks.
What does the word continental mean in this situation?
Yeah. Well, so I don't consider that. I could be wrong, but I don't even consider that continental breakfast. To me, they're the two versions are you've got eggs, you've got toast, you've got sausage links and sausage patties, and then maybe some bacon.
Okay, a continental breakfast is a light morning meal typically consisting of pastries and baked goods, fruits, toast, and coffee. The term continental breakfast originated in the mid
19th century to the British.
The continent refers to the countries of mainland Europe.
So
So it's just-
continental breakfast.
So
would
it's
be
just
like
a term they started in Europe because it was from a bunch of different places on their continent. And then we just took that name.
Does sound fancy. To be
But
fair.
I do think that there's such thing as too fancy of a continental breakfast. Like I hate the stupid silver things, the silver serving dishes that the thing never stays up. Or if it does stay up, it's too hard to put back down and you end up spilling your shit. But I want a little bit of trashiness to my continental breakfast. I want powdered eggs. That's the
Really?
it's the only place I'm ever eating powdered eggs. So
I think-
that's what I want. I come to expect it.
Well, I think every continental. I would assume every continental breakfast is powdered eggs.
No,
Wouldn't
not
you?
every. I mean, I've been to some fancy ones where it's like they're truly they have
Jesus.
they have over easy in one thing where they're all fried there, and then they have the scrambled eggs in the next deal, and then they've got really nice. I've been to one where they have bacon cooked at different levels. So like there's medium bacon, basically rare bacon, and then crispy bacon. I
guess when you-
fucking love continental breakfast.
guess when
Everyone knows this about me,
Mhm.
but I don't.
Wait.
I've talked about it on this
not
podcast.
everybody
Yes.
knows you.
Yes,
up this
Jared
about
fucking
you.
knows
He is on the record of being
many times.
breakfast guy.
And Jared and I do travel together a lot, and we talk about I want continental breakfast and I want a washing machine in my hotel. Those are my two things I want.
Yeah, we
Okay,
went to-
I did not know that. I maybe had a slight idea, but I did not know you love continental
I do.
he
breakfast.
does.
Every time we stay somewhere, I'm there
Yeah, we stayed in Green Bay for like 4 or 5 straight nights. Tyler was there every morning.
every morning, reading my book, eating my powdered eggs.
Yeah.
One must have. Do not give me pre-made waffles. Got to have a waffle iron.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
I am not messing around with the pre-made waffles in the jug. Fuck that noise. Second,
What do you mean pre-made waffles in the jug?
so like, or not the jug, the serve. Sometimes they'll
Okay,
have the waffles in the thing already, and you just grab a couple out of
Because
it.
the jug is
Don't want
it's,
that.
it's the pre-made.
Yeah, jug was the wrong
Liquid.
word. Wrong word. Serving dish. Don't give me the pre-made waffles in
Okay.
the serving dish.
And that's weird that continental breakfast, the only thing that you make yourself is the waffles.
Right.
Nothing else.
You do got to butter
The
your own
toast.
toast.
Oh,
You gotta you gotta toast your own toast,
that's true.
toast your own bread.
Not a big continental guy, I guess.
I also don't want fancy juice. I want Minute Maid juice.
Yep, out of the machine.
Yep.
Now, what do you classify as fancy?
Anything other than Minute Maid. I don't want to have to pour it out of a jug. I want it from the shitty machine that like
Yeah.
spits a little bit
Spits it,
before the stream comes out.
It runs on diesel.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's blowing black smoke out of the exhaust in the back of the
Yeah.
machine.
Yeah.
And I don't want good cups. I want the teeny tiny dinky plastic cups that are basically 2 shots of apple juice.
what kind of cups did they have at this place that was serving like
Glass.
salmon and cream cheese?
Glass cups.
Gold.
Oh,
Yeah.
glass cups.
I want
okay.
shitty little mouthwash plastic cups. And then I want the sausage links to be a little bit cold.
Yep. And the more styrofoam, the better.
Yeah, for sure. Shitty plates too. Terrible plates.
That's what I need.
Smucker's jelly out of the packet.
Mm-hmm.
And I want all of the muffins. I want to show up at like 8:30 so all the good muffins are gone and just the really terrible tiny poppy seed muffins are left.
Yeah, that nobody grabs.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a good one.
I mean, not what I expected a guy who loves continental breakfast to say.
You can't do this. I'm on the record loving them.
No, I know, but I have to express how much you love continental breakfast, and we're going to talk about it.
You're very.
Well, I'm just trying to process because that's your ideal continental breakfast, right?
Yeah, I want it a little bit shitty. If it's too nice, it doesn't feel like your classic continental breakfast. There's some charm about an old lady named Edith fucking making sure there's new eggs in the thing every morning and calling you sugar.
That's
You
gotta
know?
be a
Morning, sugar.
Poor sweetie.
That'd be
Yeah.
a shitty job because people are sit there and bitch about the last continental breakfast I was at. There was some kid that was he's like, "Do you have chocolate chips for the waffles?" And the lady goes, "No, we don't have chocolate chips." And he goes, "Why?" She goes, "Oh, we don't have chocolate chips."
That is a good question.
Why don't you have chocolate chip? And it's like,
This happened to
Where's
you?
your mom at? No, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. I was witnessing it.
Okay.
Yeah, no, my kid would never
I was
talk
gonna say,
like
was it
that.
your kid?
No.
Oof. Your kid talking yet?
I think my ideal continental breakfast is it's kind of like a Pizza Ranch buffet. Like a continental breakfast, I always start out with like a yogurt parfait. So yogurt and then the fixings to go with it. You got some granola, you got some cantaloupe, some grapes, blueberries, pineapple. Can't eat a lot of pineapple, get canker sores from it. Too acidic.
You try to, but you can't.
Yeah. So that's a precursor to the actual breakfast itself. And I mean, before that, all that even starts, I'm going straight to the coffee machine.
Just the worst fucking coffee ever at continental breakfast. It's always
usually
terrible.
It's usually not great.
Sludgy.
It's not great, and it's really not that hard.
It looks like the coffee from Monsters Inc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like
I wish they could. Take everything away on continental breakfast and just give me good coffee. I'll take that trade off any day. Any day. But then, when it comes to the actual breakfast, I'm a big biscuits and gravy guy.
I was going to ask you that.
I am as well. That is a nice bonus, but not a must have for me.
Yeah. I mean, and if we're talking ideal, I'm going, you can take out the eggs and I'll put biscuits and gravy in place of that. That's the main course.
It is probably the most bizarre breakfast food, biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
We just found out this is a European tradition, so it checks out.
Yeah.
They do eat weird shit, fucking beans and toast.
Dude, the breakfast. So when I was in Germany, the breakfast at the hotel was amazing.
The sausage game had to have been on point. Breakfast sausages.
What I remember is the salmon. So like
salmon for breakfast.
They're eating like salmon and tuna and shit. But it's like you'd get it like sashimi at a sushi restaurant. So you like put it on like smoked salmon or whatever. You fucking put it on a cracker, cream cheese on top, and go about your day. But fucking A, was that good. And then the pastries are next level. I mean, I was eating 1,000 calories just in breakfast.
A lot of Bavarian cream donuts in Germany.
Yeah. Bavarian creamies.
Hamburgers.
No hamburgers.
Bratwursts.
No bratwurst. Nope. That was at the bar later that night. So biscuits and gravy. I'm usually going to do 1, maybe 2 sausage links. I don't like to, I'm not a huge sausage link guy unless it's homemade from somebody that shot an animal and made them into sausage links. Those are the best.
See, I'm a sausage link slut. It's my favorite breakfast meat.
Mine's got to be from the wild. I'm not like a big frozen sausage link guy, I guess you could say.
I think I'm just white trash because my favorite sausage links are just the cheapest Jimmy Dean ones you can buy.
Sure. Yeah, I mean those are fine.
Yeah.
Again, ideal breakfast. And then I'll get one pastry at the end, whether that
to wash it down.
Yeah, what the fuck are those? They're not muffins,
scones.
But scones.
Love me a scone too.
Scone fan.
Hell yeah.
Have you guys ever had steak and eggs for breakfast?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Plenty of
Never
times.
ordered it before. I've only done it like if I have a leftover steak from like a restaurant or something and I make it myself.
At home?
Yeah.
But like out to eat.
Never ordered it anywhere before.
I think maybe a couple times.
It feels weird.
Yeah, it feels like it's going to be too overdone because every time I have steak and eggs at home, I'm reheating medium rare from the previous night, and medium rare turns to medium or
done.
Yeah. And it's just kind of like something to fill my belly up, So
it's very topsy-turvy.
Yeah, I don't want to ruin a freshly cooked steak by putting it in eggs. It's a leftover steak meal.
Right. I'm waking up at 11 a.m. I don't want a steak.
Yeah.
Right when I wake up.
I'm not looking for my steak to be fried in the country either.
Country fried steak is like chicken.
Right. I'm not looking for my steak to be fried in the country.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Is it not steak in there?
No, it's steak. There's country fried chicken and there's country fried steak.
I thought a country fried steak was like a chicken patty, basically.
Oh, it looks like it, but it's steak.
Okay.
Maybe like a Salisbury steak.
I've never ordered it before, so I don't know. I'm just guessing.
They're not that great, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, they're not. I don't want any type of bread. I don't even want sauce on my steak. I'm pretty traditional when it comes to that.
You're a meat potatoes guy when it comes to steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No sauce, mushrooms, onions.
Yeah.
So
very simple. Floppy disk. I got a best dad ever shirt which I doubt. How do we determine the true best dad ever?
Oh, son of a bitch.
Thinking raising children is a good start.
It's
You
purely
have to have a child. Step 1.
Being around.
Yep. Step 2.
Yep.
You've never bought milk or cigarettes ever in your life.
You can buy them at a grocery store, but not a gas station.
Step 3. I mean, where are we at on I love yous? To be the best dad ever, do you have to say it, or you could have never said it?
I think after an accomplishment, like if they won like state football,
Mm-hmm.
you can do it.
Okay.
Not after, like coming home from school, I feel like that doesn't deserve it. I love
Yeah.
it.
How was school? I love you. That's
Right.
weird.
Yeah.
The state football thing, though, that could be a slippery slope because then your kid might think like, oh, he's only gonna love me if I reach the top.
Yeah,
in
your love
everything
is
I do.
conditional on success.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, of course it is.
Okay, well, I mean, to be number one dad, we can't. There's no conditions to love.
I literally,
It's got to be unconditional.
I pit my
True.
kids against each other every single night before bed, like who can get their pajamas on the fastest. And it is turned into like competitive rage
Hell
where the one that loses is fucking pissed until bedtime. And I'm like, guys, this is a pajama race. Let's
Yeah.
chill out for a second.
don't
here.
It's pajama time. You ever read that book?
Yeah. Jammy time.
Oh, yeah.
I've jammy PJ.
Yeah. Jamma. Yeah.
It's the
it doesn't
fucking
even
worst.
it doesn't even fit into the book.
It's a terrible children's book. Don't get it.
Yeah. And first off, the first time I read that book, and for if you're not a father out there,
This is a terrible bit.
yeah,
for you
or
guys.
if you have older kids, you probably don't even know what we're talking about. There's this book. It's called Pajama Time, and it's actually a sing-along book.
And it's bad.
But the first time I read it, I didn't know it was a sing-along. So I'm like, this book fucking sucks. And I'm like, jamma, PJ. I'm like, that doesn't even fit in. That doesn't even fit into here at all. So anyway,
If Miles ever listens to this episode, he's gonna fucking chew us out.
I know, but I mean, we'll take what we can get when he's not here. So
Yep. I don't even remember the best dad ever.
Yeah.
You got to be cooler than all the other dads,
Mhm.
obviously.
you got to be able to. Your dad has to be able to beat the other dads up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So that
Yeah.
I mean, if your kid can say, "Well, my dad can beat your dad up,"
Yeah,
Then
you
that's-
have to be able to back that up when your
Yeah.
kid inevitably says that to the neighbor kid.
And then do like at a travel hockey tournament in front of all the other dads.
Yeah, beat him up in the stands so everyone can see.
yeah,
Your dad's got to be able to assert dominance on all sorts of authority figures. So again, we're at a hockey game. He got to chew out the ref and the coach.
Yeah. Yep.
So
Good
then-
dads always chew out the ref.
Yeah, the best dads are screaming at referees just because they show they care that way. Like, a beta dad would just sit there and accept a bad call.
Right.
That's not good.
See, that's what I'll do. I will get heated on the inside and maybe like mumble something to my wife, but I have such a bad taste in my mouth from parents yelling at referees.
Yeah. I mean, I think another thing that you need to do to be the best dad ever is never hold your kid accountable. Like if something bad happens to them, it's not their fault. It's somebody else's fault.
Mm-hmm.
We can't
I
blame
didn't
them.
raise them that way.
And
You
it's
can't
sure
blame-
shit, it's not your fault as the best dad ever. You didn't do anything wrong raising them. You did it perfectly.
You can't blame your kids for something they didn't do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I raised them right.
Yeah. I think any dad that can like swindle his way into like on the field or like on the court for autographs after like a professional sporting event.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh,
kid is
he
gonna-
meant he was signing autographs.
no.
That's good too, though.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess a dad that's signing autographs is kind of fucking sweet. You can flex that on your buddies at school.
My dad signs more autographs than your dad.
I don't know what's going to happen when my kid finds out that these conversations exist
Oh my
on
God.
the
I'm
internet.
dreading it.
And I mean, like other kids can make fun of him, but then my kid can just be like, well, my dad has more followers than you, than your dad.
Which honestly is going to be a huge status symbol in 10 years.
It will. It definitely, it will. So
Kids
it's
are like actually going to respect that.
Mhm.
for sure. Yeah. So, I mean, my kid's got the leg up already.
Yeah.
And I can be like, someday, buddy, when I die, I'm going to give all these followers to you. And then he
You're
just tells his buddies, like,
50-50
dude,
with your brother.
I have 1,000 followers coming my way when my dad.
Do you know
died.
who
Like,
my dad is?
Yeah, he's got one.
Well, yeah. Instead of paying,
he has 158 followers.
paying for college, just give them your like Instagram account. Just
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
give
down.
brand
can
deals.
sell it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go. We're in it for longevity of financial freedom. So
You got to build your brand, kiddo.
yeah.
Yeah, but that's it. That's all you got to do.
But I would say that I'm the number one dad. So floppy disk, you can fuck off.
He can send you that shirt.
Yeah, he'll send Ryan that shirt.
I'll take a large in that. So step aside.
Also, to be the best dad, you have to think you are the best dad.
Confidence.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Especially when you're wearing the shirt too. Did you guys know?
Wearing around other dads.
Did you guys know? Check the shirt.
I want to get a realistic shirt with like a top 1,000 dad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not the best dad ever. I know that.
Or like in the,
Your kids,
But
don't
I
know
think
that, though.
I think I'm top 1,000. I'm their best dad.
or like in the 90th percentile.
Yeah. Get percentile rankings. I'm in the 90th percentile for fun, but I am lacking in discipline where I'm only in the 55th.
Yeah, they should break it down in percentiles.
Get those grades up.
You have to go into an appointment like every 6 months.
Mhm.
Like the first like year and a half you become a dad. Every 6 months you got to go into an appointment, and they'll start measuring success here.
Your numbers are a little bit low in serious talks. You're only in the 12th percentile.
Yeah, your kid's 6 months. You haven't had birds and bees talk with them yet. Oh, it's like, oh, I'm nervous. It's like,
We're gonna
okay. Well, you're.
I
In
want to see you again in
48th
2
percentile.
months, and if it's not up to 48, then we're gonna have to bring in some counseling.
So I'm going to prescribe you posting more on Instagram and a pack of cigarettes.
Yep.
Jack Shotgun. You're on a sinking cruise ship. What's your plan to survive? Basically, Titanic.
Front as a woman or a child because they get the boats first.
Oh yeah.
Identify.
I'm immediately
Throwing on a
cross-dressing.
Yeah, I'll just pop the wife's suitcase open, throw on a swimsuit or fucking sundress or something.
I mean,
And,
all the TikTokers, all you got to do to look like a woman is put a towel on your head.
There you go.
That's what they do
Yeah.
when they play a female character.
When
So
it's the back and forth.
I just throw a towel on my head. I immediately get in line for the boats. Women and children to the front of the line.
Like I always assume there's not enough like lifeboats.
True.
Yeah, I wonder what the lifeboat situation
You did
is like.
say Titanic.
I said basically like this Titanic, but it's sinking ship.
Size
You're
of
right.
ship wise.
Yeah.
So if there's enough lifeboats, I'm just getting in one of them normally without cross-dressing.
Here's my chance.
Yeah. Unless the ship sinks immediately.
If the ship sinks,
Yeah, he just starts cross-dressing. He's like, I kind of like this. Fuck, these sundresses are comfy.
too bad we're gonna die now.
Yeah. I don't know about these underwear though. I feel like I've lost it.
I
in my ass
really,
crack.
really commit to the bit.
Yeah.
Because like the boat captain, he's like, let me check your underwear, see if you're really a woman. So you can get on this boat.
Jeez, Cap, a little much.
How dare you ask me to lift my skirt up?
Yeah.
We just I get caught out. I send to the back of the line. I shave my beard and just act like a kid.
I also like that the captain's wasting time on.
Well, there's other priorities, It's like, fuck, we got other women and children out here that need to get on. But if you are, pull your waistline down and show me your G-string.
Cap, you're kind of a creep.
Yeah. What kind of bra you wearing? I have been hitting chest lately, so probably a 36.
It's really lowly on this ship.
I mean, it's just straight up sinking. Did it hit an iceberg? Have we been attacked by Somali pirates?
So let's just say you're in the Caribbean.
Caribbean?
Caribbean. Caribbean.
If we're in the Caribbean,
Yeah, which one is it?
It's Pirates of the Caribbean, but it should be Pirates of the Caribbean.
Pirates of the Caribbean sounds cooler, so I'm going to go with that.
It does, yeah.
And if we're in the Caribbean, I'm going to steal a piece of Aztec gold from an enchanted treasure. And then when the ship goes down, I will just be alive anyway because I'm never going to die. I'm a zombie now.
Ooh,
Wow.
Only when the moon is shining on me.
And I mean, if you're really in a pinch, I think just like take the mattress out of your room, throw that down, and start floating.
Mm-hmm. Doors.
Yeah, maybe.
That would never work.
Ryan, would you scoot over for me on the door if it was just you and me in the water?
Probably, yeah. I mean, fuck, I
Thanks.
needed someone to talk to while I sit out there for 6 days.
This is going to be a long 6 days.
Jared,
Ryan.
there's a lot of times that I'd rather just skip continental breakfast and follow the neon blue lights down the street.
To
Because
where?
To holiday gas stations, of course. I feel like the continental breakfast at Holiday, you have to pay for it, but it's much better than
You're paying for quality.
You're paying for quality, yeah, and you're paying for continental breakfast at a hotel in the fee for the room anyway.
No powdered eggs at Holidays continental breakfast.
No, God, no. So Jared, what AM PM snacks? What do we got going on in the slow cooker?
Well, the nice is that you have hot snacks in the AM and the PM. So they have a spicy queso beef taquito.
Stop it!
A great PM snack.
A spicy queso hot and cheese burrito.
A spicy
Taquito.
Yeah, spicy queso beef taquito.
That's, I think, small taco in Spanish.
Is that what it means?
I don't know. Clue. I have no freaking clue.
Well, it's beef taco in English.
Queso means cheese.
Even though it's not a taco, it's like a fried burrito.
See,
it's like a crispito that you'd have at school lunches.
Yes,
which were for the Spanish speaking community, which is fuego. They have fuego AM and PM snacks. Mm-hmm. One of them being a beef taquito. Right. With cheesy jalapeno sauce.
Yeah, and they got the classics too, the hash browns, the breakfast sandwiches.
People forget that Jared ate a Holiday hash brown every day for like a year.
He didn't though.
Yeah, for a whole year.
No, he didn't.
How far did you get?
I think it went, I'm not done yet. I'm at 31 right now. So.
Oh, okay.
Not in a row, but.
Oh, I thought, how many did you get in a row?
31.
31 in a row.
Yeah.
31 days, a full calendar month.
Best month of my life.
Dude. Cheers to the next 31.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cheers to you, Jared. What about the AM? What do we got going on in the AM?
The classics, like the hash browns.
Okay.
Breakfast sandwiches.
Sweet.
Yep.
Son of a bitch. Every time I walk in, I have a Holiday that I go to. It's the same one.
Everyone has their Holiday.
Yeah, and I mean it's strategic because they make you walk through the door on the other side of the till. So that you have to go all the way around the store to get to the till. And I mean, I right in the AM, pass right by the muffins, the cookies,
those smells hit you and you just, all of a sudden you're taking a left when you should be taking a right.
I know. It's dangerous. So, hey.
Dangerously delicious.
Good.
Danger's lurking at Holiday. Watch out. You might get sucked into buying.
Nope, that's magically delicious.
Yeah, danger's lurking.
Anyways, don't pass gas. Head of the neons.
Any other decent questions?
No, that's it. I'm just kidding.
The end of the episode.
Yeah. Connor Higby. To graduate college, I have to take a 20 meter pacer fitness test and pass.
For college?
I need some encouragement from the crew. Any words of advice?
For college?
To graduate college, I have to pass a 20 meter pacer fitness test.
What kind of bullshit college are you going to?
I mean, dude, I'd take that over having taken a final any day.
I don't even really know what that is.
The pacer challenge is just running from one side of the gym to the other.
Yeah, I think it's...
You have to get there. You have to get back in a certain amount of time. So
how long is the distance? It's like 20 yards. You start on one end, it beeps. You run to the other end, and then you sit there and wait until it beeps again. Then it beeps, you run back. And as it goes, the beeps get closer and closer together.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
Yes, they do.
And then by the end of it, you're just going down and back, down and back.
Gotcha.
Running crushers basically at the end.
Yeah.
But it starts for literally it's like a minute. You beeps and then you sit there and you wait and you wait and you wait and it beeps again. And then eventually you're just sprinting back and forth. Why? What college is making him do this?
Well, number one, I'm gonna educate myself on how many beeps I have to last until I can pass. Because after that the first beep after I've already passed, I'm done. I'm walking to the other end and I'm knocked out, right? Because if you don't make it to one end by the time it beeps again, you're out.
Yep, you're eliminated.
Yeah, I think I got like 53 when I was in elementary school.
I think I got like 57.
I doubt that.
I think I have the pacer record. That was pre-broken leg, obviously.
Another good tip I would say, the people who were very successful, me being one of them back in the pacer, was the larger the head bobs, the faster mentally that you'll go. So it's all about the arm pumps and the head bobs. And I mean, I have 53 for me. You could be sneaking up on 60 down and back if you really wanted to. You get that head bobbing, you get them arms pumping, and college, 4.0 GPA in the pacer test.
So there's also every Dylan that's ever done the pacer test just gets eliminated on the first beep.
Yeah, he walks.
They just fucking walk all the way and wave. Like, oh, I didn't make it on the first one. Oh, no.
And they're wearing cargo pants.
Cargo pants. Yeah, they got their boots on.
Yeah.
God, and then we had, I'm bringing her up again, Jared, Shelby. Every year would quit on the first beep.
Who fucks Shelby?
Shelby was this girl I went to school with, and in 5th grade, we went on a field trip to the Yum Comp Center.
Yeah, Moorhead.
Which has a Viking ship in it. And we had our bag lunches, and Shelby took her bag of carrots from her lunch and threw them up into the Viking ship, and we all had to fucking leave.
Damn.
We were there for like an hour and a half, and then we had to turn around and drive back to Frazee because Shelby threw her goddamn carrots in the Viking boat.
That's kind of bullshit.
I was so pissed. I'll never forgive her. I was having the time of my life.
Team effort, though, I guess. If you're looking at a classroom as a team effort.
Weakest link is Shelby.
Yeah. You're only as strong as your weakest link. So
now every time I see a little baggie of baby carrots, I think of Shelby in the Yum Comp Center.
Fuck her.
Yeah, I've never seen you eat carrots. So that makes sense.
Yeah.
Traumatic, it makes sense. Yeah, it makes complete sense.
Advice, I don't know, play sick. Can't fail you if there's a medical condition.
Yeah, it gives you more time to train.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling like this person that's asking this question, if they were worried about, they wouldn't ask this question if they didn't think there's a chance they couldn't complete the pacer.
Yeah.
So they might not be in the greatest shape. So just play sick. They are not going to make you do it if you're medically exempt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think another good option too is that if you can get your hands on like an audio version of the actual beep, you can practice that vocally. So every time up and down the court or wherever you're running, you just start beeping.
Question for you, Ryan.
Just one long beep, because then Teach isn't going to know when the actual beep went off. So, I mean, you could probably go much longer than your fitness allows for.
Hijack the speaker system. Because if it fails, something gets messed up halfway through, everyone in it knows that if there's a natural disaster in a class, you automatically pass, right?
Yeah.
If something happens to the pacer test, everyone passes.
Well, I was going to say fucking Bluetooth into that baby.
Yeah.
And like have your phone, like kind of just, you like the weight distribution of your phone when you pump your arms so that it makes you like catapults you forward a little bit. That's why your phone's in your hand. And then you're actually just hitting pause on the beep until you cross the line, and then you can hit play again.
Yeah, play the theme song for 24 and just beep it.
Yeah.
Or like pause it.
Yep.
Question strategically, are you at the beginning of the pacer test when the beeps are really far apart, are you jogging from line to line because you got all this extra time? Or are you still sprinting and then taking the extra long break?
No, I'm sprinting with the long break because I also want to beat everyone else in the pacer. Like I want to beat them up and down the court every single time.
But it's a long game. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
That's when you quite literally just have to dig deep in yourself.
Literally.
Like literally. You got to dig deep, and you guys got to fucking bob that head and pump those arms.
Literally.
So yeah, I was a big, I'm very competitive. I love competition. So, it didn't matter if I had 60 seconds to get from baseline to baseline. I was going to beat the other fucking kids in the class. Didn't happen all the time, but we tried.
All on the court.
I mean, I think just drop out's your answer.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe see if there's a written test.
A written pacer.
Yeah. Or maybe, hey, you can keep book too. You keep book for the pacer. You can, you got everyone's name jotted down, and then you start crossing names off, and all right, Teach, these guys pass, these ones. I mean, you're essentially a TA at that point.
College is a waste of money. Just quit school.
Yeah. So, and then your resume, you could just put like almost passed college. Was like one pacer test away from passing college.
Just put that you passed college. They're not going to fucking check.
No, they're not going to call your university.
I could have wrote down that I have a fucking PhD, and Myles would not have fact checked that on my resume.
No, put on the Facebook, do all that.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Fake degree. On Pleasure Uranus asks, do you prefer to go into work early so you can leave early, or sleep in and go in late, but you have to stay late?
Early.
That's the easiest fucking question on planet. Who asked that one? Mount Plaisier's anus.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uranus.
Early to early.
Yeah.
If I could, I would work from 5 to 2.
That would be sweet. I would make it more like a 7 to 4.
7 to 4 would be ideal.
Yeah.
I would do like a 9 to 5. Kind of that.
That's unique, Jared. I like that.
We always make the joke because Jake, you guys all know who fucking
Holy
Jake is
fuck.
at this point.
Half an hour late this morning for our podcast.
So he'll show up sometime, like before he got kind of a stern warning. He would show up at like 11:30, and then he would go to lunch at like 11:45, and then another guy in the office would do the same thing, and they'd go to lunch. It's like, you just got here 15 minutes ago. Should you not have like eaten a brunch, or like can maybe postpone lunch until fucking 1?
What's their breakfast?
Have a brunch, buddy. It's 11:30. You ain't going to lunch at 11:45. So it's a great joke that we can laugh about internally. But it does happen. I'm not lying to you. It's happened multiple times.
Yeah, that was before we had like a strict start time.
Yeah.
Now he just shows up a half hour late to the strict start time, but at least it's better than 11:30.
Yeah.
What would be the worst hours to work?
My hours of the news I fucking hated.
Oh, yeah.
It was like noon to 10:30.
That would suck.
It was just awkward hours.
Mhm.
I couldn't do anything with anybody ever.
So you're working like 55 hours a week?
Pretty much. And then there'd be like breaking news situations and stuff, and then I would get an hour break, which didn't count for my.
Yeah.
But like you worked that same shift, Jared.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Yeah. More of a morning bird, early
Bird.
morning thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead of a night owl, you're an early bird
Yeah.
She's like you'd
because they get the worm.
show up, you'd get your story at noon, and then you'd do the 10 o'clock show, and then you get to go home after the 10 o'clock.
Mhm.
Huh. 7 to 4 would be perfect. If I had to work 5 to 2, I would though. That's golf course hours, 5 to 2. That's like summer job greenskeeper, 5 to 2.
Yeah, back when you didn't need sleep to function all the time.
Yeah. No, you can make 12, 14 bucks an hour.
That's good money.
Hell yeah.
At that age it was. Hell yeah.
Especially half of them when you first started are straight cash, homie.
No overhead.
It's
Great. It's great.
Non-taxable.
Yeah. Morning guy.
Beaver puncher.
Jesus. Relax, dude.
Me or Mr. Puncher?
Puncher. Don't be-
Puncher.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm assuming Mr.
You never know.
Never know these days.
Unless some gal is, yeah. Puncher.
We'll move on. How to get out of doing the honeydew list?
I think we covered this a
We-
1,000 times.
I think so.
Oh,
I think you just ignore it.
Forget.
forget.
Come up with other projects that need to be done. Pretend they're a higher priority.
Yeah, I mean, forgetting you like, oh, I forgot. I'll do it again next weekend. Well, next week, oh, I forgot. You can't go back in time and do the honey-do list, you know?
Right.
Yeah.
Bill,
I think there's start giving your wife would a husband to wife list be a honey-do list as well?
I think so.
A baby do list?
what does honeydew list mean? Like that phrase?
Honey, you need to do this. Yeah.
I was kind of wondering to say that.
Is it
Yeah.
do the do or like do this?
D-O.
Okay.
Yeah. Honey do
Because
this.
isn't honeydew is a fruit, isn't it?
Mhm.
Mountain Dew.
Great beverage.
Yeah. Throwing out do stuff.
You fucking pulled a me there.
That's actually a great segue. Bill Rye, the sandwich guy, asks, other than beer,
I love. Oh, we need to have less dirty names and more funny puns like Bill Rye, the sandwich guy.
He was a great scientist.
no.
He's a
foodie.
He's no, that's artist. I was gonna say he worked at Subway, sandwich scientist.
Yeah, sandwich artist.
Yeah.
Yep. I thought you were talking about Jared. Jared, Jared.
Yeah, you be careful. Bill Rye, the sandwich guy. Other than beer, what is the best summer drink?
How about other than alcohol? What's the best summer drink?
That's not the question.
Okay,
Bill
well,
wants to know other than beer.
you
could
liquor
do
then, or-
non-alcohol.
Okay, okay.
You didn't specify,
That's
but alcohol's still on the
that's
table.
so easy.
Hit it,
So
Ryan.
easy. Diet Coke.
I'm gonna go Diet Coke in Windsor.
Ooh.
It's every all time of the year drink for me. Windsor
Is it
Diet
all time of a day type of drink for you?
depends on how much I've been drinking, but I will drink one in the morning for sure. If it's like we're waking and drinking, if it's a situation which is very rare at my age now,
Yeah.
I for sure will have a Windsor Diet in the morning.
Yeah.
I mean, if there's no coffee and Irish whiskey available, then I will have a Windsor Diet.
Elephant in the room.
I think that's why I just say Diet Coke is because you at any day of the year, any time of the day, you could slam a DC.
Middle of the night.
Middle of the night, fuck.
Wake up.
Yeah, nothing on
Not
TV.
go back to sleep.
Yeah, you've gone 4 times through the Girls Gone Wild commercials. You just see the same thing every time. It's like, hey, it's maybe time for a Diet Coke. I'll wake up and wait for the 6 o'clock news. You know,
Just sit on the edge of the bed with a Diet Coke.
I'm a big fountain Diet Coke
Is
guy
it-
though.
Did you say summer drinks?
Yeah.
Okay. I got the Margaritaville machine a couple of years ago, and I've been really big into like the mixed icy drinks in the summer, like making my own pina coladas and my own blended margaritas and stuff. That's been a very go-to summer drink for me the last couple of years.
Yeah. You should do a Coca-Cola in there.
I tried it. I didn't love it actually. I've made
Coca-Cola and where?
whiskey diets but blended.
Like a slushy.
It was like too watery with all the ice.
Mhm.
So it just didn't taste. You'd have to really fucking spike the shit out of it, I think, or do like a cola flavored syrup instead of actual pop.
Yeah. Because it'd be too watery.
It was just way too watery. Just going Diet Coke, Windsor, and ice.
Yeah, I don't think you can do diet in a slushy.
Yeah,
That just doesn't work.
yeah. It was no bueno.
What was the gas? Wasn't there a gas station or somewhere that was it the movie theater that had like Coke slushies and like what am I?
Yeah, you could
thinking
get
of right
cola
now?
flavored slushies, but that they used a syrup and not actual pop.
Gotcha.
So like, because that's what they use like snow cones and shit is syrup. Because if you use like actual juice, it'd just be watered down.
Well, and like if you put pop in a blender, all the carbonation is going to be gone.
Mm-hmm.
So you might as well just go with a syrup.
Yeah, thus the syrup.
Thus the syrup.
Yeah, the dessert. Well, are you guys in or out on Malibu diets?
I enjoy them.
I'm in.
Yeah, my wife used to drink the piss out of those.
My wife pre-pregnancy as well. Big. I think Ann actually got back on the Malibu diets.
Anne's Malibu Barbie girl.
She's a drink influencer.
Yeah, I really like them. Very tasty.
Yeah.
I was like one of those kids back in high school, like, oh, why are you drinking that?
Yeah.
Tastes like suntan lotion.
I mean, I also like coconut too. I'm a big coconut guy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, actually though, you know,
Okay, move on.
There's like, yeah, right. I'm gonna stop him here.
Muhammad Haftafart. Best snacks to eat while hanging out with Ryan's college buddies.
Oh, I mean, assuming based off of the people, some context clues here. They're under the influence. We as a whole are under the influence if we're with Ryan's college buddies.
I don't like to assume, but yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
what
for
did,
sure.
What did you said? What? Say that again.
Using context clues, he didn't outright say that we are under the influence, but if we are hanging out with your college buddies and we are snacking for whatever reason,
Mhm.
I'm going to assume we're under the influence of some sort of THC product.
We're assuming. We're not
Basically-
I just said hanging out with my college buddies.
saying. We're assuming.
Yeah, we're assuming.
Just take the question for what it is. It's hanging out with my college buddies. I mean, where does every college kid shop for groceries? Walmart
Taco Bell.
or Taco Bell. So what are the granola bars in the blue
We've
and
done this.
Sunbelt fudge covered.
Sunbelt fudge
Yeah.
covered?
You always forget the name of them too.
I know I do. Yeah, Sunbelt. We did this a long time ago. Sunbelt fudge.
I think it was the
covered
last
granola
Patreon
bars.
where it was just us three, to be completely honest.
Yeah, those were fuego. I'm trying to think because there was a specific kid that lived in our house who he was always stocked up with the good shit. He was the one. He's like the one house you'd go to as a kid who had like every good snack.
His mom went to Costco 3 times a week.
Yep. Pop Tarts is another good one. Actually, beef sticks is another really good one.
I'm gonna answer the question with the assumption that I'm under the influence here.
But why are you assuming that
Because
my college buddies are doing stuff like that?
Because you say that they do stuff like that all the time. Literally every
It's
story.
literally never been confirmed that they have done any of that.
No, you say not me. My college buddies.
We can
did
assume
it.
anything.
You go ahead and assume everything. I was just ruining the whole fucking bit here.
Ryan, you say I'm not the one doing that. It's my college buddies. Every time we talk about it.
Don't talk about my college buddies like that.
Now
You're just slandering them.
No, I'm not. I'm regurgitating.
We're just false accusations being thrown out. Go on.
I'm
Okay,
just repeating what you say.
Just the false assumptions of the best snacks with my college buddies. Go ahead.
Chex Mix, the cheddar. Give me the cheddar Chex Mix.
But pick around the pretzels. Don't like the pretzels.
I like
too
them.
dry.
I like them.
Pretzels are the worst.
They are the worst thing in that mix, but I
yeah.
still like them.
Yeah.
Unless they're mustard. I like mustard pretzels.
Yeah. I just want to start a campaign and take every pretzel out of every snack mix.
Yeah, Gardettos especially.
Mm-hmm.
Unless mustard. So that's all you're eating is just Chex Mix?
That's my favorite munchie snack. They
What was
literally
it?
say munchies on the bag.
What was the question?
Best snacks. You can do more.
Plural. Do more than one.
So
What are you drinking?
cheddar Chex Mix and white cheddar Chex Mix.
It's all the checks.
Just Chex Mix.
Mm-hmm.
My buddy Sticks, he also used to have a lot of ramen. He's a big ramen guy.
His name was Sticks.
That was his nickname.
His name was
Kent. So he always used to have ramen, and we used to put Cholula sauce in our ramen.
Oh.
If you guys ever have a cup of ramen, put a little Cholula in there. It's fucking.
I put that
fire,
fucking
dude.
mule sauce in my ramen.
Ramen is the best. Can you both agree with that?
No.
It's not the best. I like it. I mean, I don't think I've ever had a good ramen. I've just had like the shitty 99-cent package. Like they're fine.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. Is the 81-cent bowl or the cups or like just the block.
Maybe when I'm under the influence, they're the best.
My Stix's buddy, also my other buddy, my former college roommate. He would just take out the block, and then he would just start eating. He would like dust, put a little dusting of chicken dust on there, or whatever.
Ew.
And he would just eat it like that.
Ew.
Kid was crazy.
I've seen them do like instead of burger patties, they do the blocks. I've seen that too.
Like just dry?
Wait, what now?
Yeah, you substitute the burger bun, and then put the ramen blocks on them.
Like, so there's a burger between 2 blocks of ramen. Gross,
What?
dude.
Mhm.
That's nasty.
It's insanity.
I'm not sure how much you cook it or if you cook it at all.
Ugh. Ugh. Not a fan of that.
No, I'm out.
Yeah.
Jared's like, I do that, and I think it's really weird too.
Yeah, he was a buddy. He lives very far away now. So.
Yeah, you guys wouldn't know him. He's on a different podcast.
You live closer, but now you move further.
Yeah, thank God. Yeah, it's pretty good snack. I'm trying to think of everything. I mean, Sticks always used to have like fucking those little cans of Sprite. Those were good.
It's not a snack.
For
It's a drink.
roll-ups.
It's part of a snack though.
No, it's not.
Harry balls on you.
He did a lot for roll-ups too.
As a kid, we used to play slug bug when we saw VW bug.
Volkswagen
Let me
bug.
start over. As a kid, we used to play slug bug when we saw VW bug. With Teslas growing more popularity, what type of road trip game could we create for an excuse to hit someone in the car?
Okay, full disclosure.
it's
I
easy.
saw this question ahead of time.
You did?
and I've had an answer for about 4 days.
Jesus.
Oh,
I
I
thought
wish I could get access to back-end
you
Patreon.
can.
Get the emails.
You can. You
I don't
have
get
the
the emails.
logins.
I don't have the logins.
Yes, you do.
where are the emails?
Who's going to send them to me?
They're on our giant spreadsheet of the logins.
All right.
Tesla twister, titty twister for every Tesla you see.
I was going to say a testicle shot.
That'd be tough in the car.
And if you have sisters too,
If
that's
it's a
also
woman.
tough.
Yeah, true. Maybe no.
Not a woman. We'll say sisters, so it's like blood. Like it's fine to do that.
I would Tesla twister my wife for sure, but not my sister, obviously.
When you were younger, I'm sure you would have.
I don't know. We could come up with something different for siblings.
It's gonna be like something like feels like an electrocution almost.
Yeah,
I don't know what that like a snake bite, but that doesn't really
Mhm.
feel like one.
we could come up with a different name for it. Just make it a normal injury. I mean, you could do the twister on the arm, just pinch and twist the arm.
Yeah,
But I think Tesla twister's got a nice little ring to it,
Tesla twister.
and it's painful, but not that bad.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, getting fucking slugged in the arm really hard is worse than getting a titty twister.
Yeah, it's a different type of pain.
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys are out in the nut shots.
I just think it'd be hard to do in the car.
Well, that's
Because like I'd have to reach over and punch you in the dick like that.
And I'm kind of retired from nut shots too. So.
Yeah, we're getting old.
You just wear. I mean, you just start wearing a cup.
Start wearing
Not
cup
cup.
up.
You're riding with your one Dylan of a friend who you know is gonna sack tap you, so you're wearing a cup for the whole 4-hour drive.
Yeah, what age do you like grow out of like hitting each other in the nuts? You know,
For me, I'm like 22.
I think that's.
I mean, I'll still do a shadow nut tap on people, make them flinch, but I can't remember the last time I actually hit somebody in the balls
Yeah, I can't either.
on purpose.
Right, because you don't see like grandpas doing that.
No.
You know, older people.
But actually, Grandpa Dave, he did this thing for like 2 years until I caught on. Every time I'd give him a hug, he'd fake knee me in the balls. Just lift his knee up so it would like get really close, and then I'd flinch every time.
I like that.
That's good,
It
though.
keeps you on your toes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally, I had to back up, and so then I just started hugging him from really far away and like tapping his shoulders.
The ass out hug.
Yep.
I don't think there's any like there's really no good excuse to give somebody a nut shot.
Not anymore.
Self
I
defense.
mean, that's self-defense is okay. That's the one reason.
I'm getting mugged. I have zero problems full on uppercutting someone in the testicles.
For sure. I'm gonna up kick. I'm not gonna uppercut.
Yeah.
I'm gonna up kick. So,
That would hurt so fucking bad,
Yeah, it
dude.
would.
You could front kick too.
well, yeah, front kick, up kick.
Yeah.
Up kick, way more ball coverage. Up kick for sure.
For sure.
And
Yeah. You hit more.
Yeah.
You get more shin in there than anything.
Yeah. Just
Self-defense is good. I just
crush those testes.
saw a golf fighting video online. Wasn't the one you sent me this morning, but
Another one?
yeah, that's a different. I mean, people are
Jesus.
they're going crazy on golf courses. It's wild.
It's become basically Fight Club.
Pretty much.
Men's league night on Tuesdays is just Fight Club now.
Yeah. So the one guy who is walking towards the other guy. First thing he does is nut kick.
Oof.
That's
And
fucked up.
The
though.
guy was, but self-defense.
Well, was he getting like mugged or something? I think if it's like
No, it's not a golf course.
I think if it's like a street fight where two gentlemen are like, we're going to fisticuffs here, I don't think you can nut tap there.
I think just a fight in general. If you think that you may be in danger, I think you got to just do what you got to do. Probable cause,
Right.
you know.
So I am out on the Tesla nut taps. That's a good name for it though.
Tesla tap.
Yeah.
TT.
Maybe you can tweak the rules. So like slug bug, it's while you're driving. But if you see a Tesla, you bank up how many Teslas you saw and you just nut tap when you get out. Tesla tap.
Wham, 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 wham. It's like that. I just saw the video today of the Chinese guys, or the Asian guys who were just smashing themselves in the balls.
Oh yeah, that's
Oh
right.
my
Remember
God.
that? And one of them had Rory McIlroy's face like dubbed over it because like they're
When
talking about his
Rory's
choke
got a
on.
putt to win the US Open.
Yeah, just smashing. Yeah. So that's kind of what that reminds me of. But
I don't follow bowling.
you're not a Bobby Fischer guy. Bobby Fischer's chess.
Who do you think
Yeah.
you are?
Yeah, that's Pete Weber.
He's a goat.
Well,
Not it?
that's it. That's all we have.
All
Okay.
right. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Is this Patreon or YBR?
YBR.
Oh,
First ever solo YBR.
yeah.
We didn't completely derail it. We got close a couple times.
May your
Got golf at the end.
Yeah. We talked about our kids
did.
real early.
We did. May your nut taps be light and your continental breakfast be kind of shitty.
And your Tesla's twisted.
Cheers, Tyler.
Cheers.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
Yeah.